Solving Quadratic Equations by Factoring by Greyson, Caleb, and Noah. How to factor. We'll be using the example equation x squared plus 7x plus 10 to show you how to use the FOIL method to factor quadratic equations. The FOIL method means first, inner, outer, and last, and that means when you multiply the terms of the first, inner, outer, and last of your answer, you should get the starting equation when you add them back up. Last, you set your answers to 0 to find the x values. The answer to this equation is the quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 5. We'll check this using the FOIL method. So x times x equals x squared, 2 times 5 equals 10, 2 times x equals 2x, and x times 5 equals 5x. Then when we add them back up, x squared plus 2x plus 5x plus 10, it simplifies to x squared plus 7x plus 10, which is correct. And to find our x values, we set the answers to 0, so x plus 2 equals 0 and x plus 5 equals 0. And to solve those, we get x equals negative 2 and x equals negative 5. We'll be showing you how to solve four different types of factoring. GCF, a equals 1, a is greater than 1, and difference of squares. How to solve using GCF. We'll be using the equation 6x squared minus 27x minus 54. The first step you'll want to do is find the GCF, which is 3. Then you'll rewrite the equation to be 3 times the quantity of 2x squared minus 9x minus 18. Next, you'll solve the equation by factoring and leave the 3 on the outside of the parentheses. You'll get 3 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of x minus 6. Next, you'll check your answer by using the FOIL method. So you'll do 3 times x equals 3x, 2x times negative 6 equals negative 12x, and negative 12x plus 3x equals negative 9x, so it's correct. And last, you'll set your answers to 0 to get your x values. So you'll do 2x plus 3 equals 0, and then you'll have 2x equals negative 3, so that x is negative 3 halves. And then you'll have x minus 6 equals 0, so x equals 6 and negative 3 halves. How to solve when a equals 1. We'll be using the equation x squared minus 5x plus 4. The first step you want to do is check for GCF, and in this case there's no GCF, so the equation will stay x squared minus 5x plus 4. Next, you'll solve the equation by factoring, and you should get the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 1. Then you'll check your answer by using the FOIL method. So negative 4 times x is negative 4x, and x times negative 1 is negative x. And negative 4x minus x equals negative 5x, so it's correct. And then to find your x values, you'll set your answers to 0. So x minus 4 equals 0, and x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 4 and 1. How to solve when a is greater than 1. We'll be using the equation 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. The first step you want to do is check for GCF, and in this problem there's no GCF, so the equation will stay 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Next, you'll solve the equation by factoring, and you'll get the quantity of 2x plus 1 times the quantity of x plus 1. Then, you'll check your answer by using the FOIL method. So 1 times x is x, and 2x times 1 is 2x. And then you'll do 2x plus x equals 3x, so it's correct. And then you want to set your answers to 0 to find the values of x. So 2x plus 1 equals 0, and x plus 1 equals 0. And then it'll be 2x equals negative 1, so x will equal negative 1 half, and then x will equal negative 1. How to solve using difference of squares. We'll be using the equation x squared minus 49. First up you'll want to do is find which two numbers you can multiply to get negative 49 and which two variables you can multiply to get x squared. To get negative 49 you multiply 7 and negative 7, and to get x squared you multiply x by x. Next you'll factor the equation to get the quantity of x plus 7 times the quantity of x minus 7. Then you'll check your answer by using the FOIL method, and you'll do 7 times x is 7x, and x times negative 7, which is negative 7x. And you'll get negative 7x plus 7x equals 0, so that's correct. And then last, you'll set your answers to 0 to find the values of your x. So it'll be x plus 7 equals 0 and x minus 7 equals 0. So your x values should be negative 7 and 7.